In this video, we are deciphering The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is chapter 13, and it talks about how you can use the subconscious mind before you go to sleep to achieve any desire that you want. Chapter 13, Your Subconscious and the Wonders of Sleep. You spend about 8 out of every 24 hours, or 1/3 of your entire life, in sleep. This is an inexorable law of life. This also applies to the animal and vegetable kingdoms. Sleep is a divine law, and many answers to your problems come to us when we are sound asleep upon bed. Many people have advocated the theory that you get tired during the day, that you go to sleep to rest the body, and that a reparative process takes place while you sleep. Nothing rests in sleep. Your heart, lungs, and all your vital organs function while you are asleep. If you eat prior to sleep, the food is digested, true, and assimilated. Also, your skin secretes perspiration, and your nails and hair continue to grow. Your subconscious mind never rests or sleeps. It is always active, controlling all your vital forces. The healing processes take place more rapidly while you are asleep, as there is no interference from your conscious mind. Remarkable answers are given to you while you are asleep. There is actually a fun story to tell here. Nikola Tesla was always taking naps. Like, he always slept only 2 hours and then he woke up. He went to Theta and he had a problem in mind that he wanted to solve. He imagined that he gets the answer, and then when he wakes up, he finds in his brain that he got the answer. All the great scientists did that. I believe it was Tesla, Einstein, a lot of great people, a lot of great scientists and inventors actually did that with their inventions. So sleep is so important because you are accessing the universal mind. You are accessing the all-knowing intelligence within you. So let's continue here. Why we sleep. Dr. John Bigelow, a famous research authority on sleep, demonstrated that at night, while asleep, you receive impressions showing that the nerves of the eyes, ears, nose, and taste buds are active during sleep, and also the nerves of your brain are quite active. He says that the main reason we sleep is because the nobler part of the soul is united by abstraction to our higher nature and becomes a participant in the wisdom and foreknowledge of the gods. This is true. Remember, as I told you in the beginning, when you sleep, you connect to everything, to your higher mind, to the universal mind, to the mind of God. You actually sleep because you want to go back to the projector. Because remember, we are living in a hologram. And this hologram, this is just like a movie screen and the movie is projected on it. But it really comes from the projector. And the projector is your subconscious beliefs. So when you are asleep, you go there. You go to the right brain. You go to the holistic view of the world. Dr. Bigelow states also, the results of my studies have not only strengthened my convictions that the supposed exemption from customary toils and activities was not the final purpose of sleep, but have also made clearer to my mind the conviction that no part of a man's life deserves to be considered more indispensable to its symmetrical and perfect spiritual development than the while he is separated from the phenomenal world in sleep. So, basically, sleep is so important. Sleep is what gives you answer. Sleep is what you actually repair all your organs because you are not interfering with that process when you are asleep. You are letting the real self, the higher self, repairs everything in your body. And this is so important because many people are not actually giving sleep its real role. They are thinking that it's just to just calm down and whatnot. Of course, you can calm down when you wake up from sleep and you will be refreshed and everything. But it's much more important when you are performing at deep delta and deep theta brainwave states, you get information that you wouldn't normally get at high beta or the awakening or the waking hours. You must be in that deep state. You must rest the projector, or else it will just, you know, go bad. It will just heat up and stop working, right? So you can be knocked out from not sleeping enough. You can have psychosis. You can have a lot of bad things happening to you if you don't sleep well, or at least go into a deep meditation and get out of it so you feel refreshed. Prayer, a form of sleep. Your conscious mind gets involved with vexations, strife, and contentions of the day, and it is very necessary to withdraw periodically from sense evidence and the objective world and commune silently with the inner wisdom of your subconscious mind. By claiming guidance, strength, and greater intelligence in all phases of your life, you will be enabled to overcome all difficulties and solve your daily problems. See, Nikola Tesla did that. This regular withdrawal from sense evidence and the noise and confusion of everyday living is also a form of sleep, i.e., you become asleep to the world of the senses and alive to the wisdom and power of your subconscious mind. This is so important, guys. Many of you think that you can just ignore having a good night's sleep and just be okay with it. Believe me, when you are in a deep sleep, you get a lot of answers to a lot of your problems. Maybe not in your sleep. Maybe when you wake up, your mind will be organized to the point that you have all your answers. You just go by your day, and all of a sudden, the answer to your problem will pop up like a toast pops up from the toaster. Sleep brings counsel. A young lady in Los Angeles who listens to my morning radio talks told me that she had been offered a lucrative position in New York City at twice her present salary. She was wondering whether to accept or not, and prayed prior to sleep as follows. The creative intelligence of my subconscious mind knows what is best for me. Its tendency is always lifeward, and it reveals to me the right decision, which blesses all concerned. I give thanks for the answer, which I know will come to me. She repeated this simple prayer over and over again as a lullaby prior to sleep, and in the morning she had a persistent feeling that she should not accept the offer. She rejected the offer, and subsequent event verified her inward sense of knowing because the company went bankrupt in a few months following their offer of employment to her. The conscious mind may be correct on the facts objectively known, but the intuitive faculty of her subconscious mind saw the failure of the concern in question and prompted her accordingly. This is so cool, and this is actually one of the great testimonials to show you how well known the subconscious mind knows everything, how intelligent the subconscious mind is. Because if you really think about it, if you have a job opportunity, twice your salary, you get double what you're already getting. Your conscious mind will tell you to just get it because it's logic. But she didn't know what to do. So she went to the right brain. The right brain is intuitive, knows everything. The left brain is analytical. So what she did, she impressed the subconscious mind with the idea that she needs to know an answer. She needs to know whether to accept that or not. And the subconscious mind, which knows everything, and everything is here and now for the subconscious mind, knows the past, present, and future, told her not to accept that job. How? By giving her the feeling that she shouldn't get that job. She should just stay where she at right now. And a few months later, she knew why. That company went bankrupt. This is how powerful the subconscious mind is when you actually utilize it. Saved from certain disaster. I will illustrate how the wisdom of your subconscious mind can instruct you and protect you relative to your request of right action as you go to sleep. Many years ago, before the Second War, I was offered a very lucrative assignment in the Orient, and I prayed for guidance and the right decision as follows. Infinite intelligence within me knows all things, and the right decision is revealed to me in divine order. I will recognize the answer when it comes. I repeated this simple prayer over and over again as a lullaby prior to sleep. In a dream came the vivid realization of things to come in 3 years hence. To come 3 years hence. An old friend appeared in the dream and said, read these headlines. Do not go. The headlines of the newspaper, which appeared in the dream, related to war and the attack on Pearl Harbor. Occasionally, the writer dreams literally. The aforementioned dream was undoubtedly a dramatization of the subconscious mind, which projected a person whom I trusted and respected. To some, a warning may come in form of a mother who appears in a dream. She tells the person not to go here or there, and the reason for the warning. Your subconscious mind is all wise. It knows all things. Oftentimes, it will speak to you only in a voice that your conscious mind will immediately accept as true. This is true because your subconscious mind will give you the info, but this information has to be time-stamped by the left brain or the analytical mind. So you can have a dream of your mother telling you that, your brother, someone close to you telling you don't do this or do that, because the information comes from the subconscious mind abstractly, and it just get time-stamped, like time-space stamped by your analytical mind to get that dream, that specific dream of that certain person or that guy or that girl that you really love that cares about you. Sometimes your subconscious will warn you in a voice which sounds like that of your mother or some loved one, which may cause you to stop on the street, and you find if you had gone another foot, a falling object from a window might have struck you on the head. This is true. My subconscious mind is one with the universal subconscious, and it knew the Japanese were planning a war, and it also knew when the war would start. Dr. Ryan, director of the Department of Psychology at Duke University, has gathered together a vast amount of evidence showing that a great number of people all over the world see events before they happen, and in many instances are therefore able to avoid the tragic events, which was foreseen vividly in a dream. The dream, which I had, showed clearly the headlines in the New York Times about 3 years prior to the tragedy of Pearl Harbor. In consequence of this dream, I immediately canceled the trip, as I felt a subconscious compulsion to do so. 3 years later, the Second World War proved the truth of the inner voice of intuition. When you get a vision in the night, when you are sleeping, and you get a vision about something that you were originally planning to do, and then you get that dream, be segregated from that thing. Don't be intertwined with forcing yourself to do so. You get that dream, because of one reason and one reason only, and that is the subconscious mind is warning you about something. Like, don't do this and do that. When you have a business meeting and that client is supposed to be one of the biggest clients and you will have a big commission or whatever, if you get a dream telling you do not actually work with that client, you better not work with him, because the subconscious mind is telling you that there is something wrong here. Something will harm you here. So you should just accept it and just stay away from it. Your future is in your subconscious mind. Remember that the future, the result of your habitual thinking, is already in your mind, except when you change it through prayer. The future of a country, likewise, is in the collective subconscious of the people of that nation. There is nothing strange in the dream I had wherein I saw the headlines of the New York newspapers long before the war began. The war had already taken place in the mind, and all the plans of attack were already engraved on that great recording instrument. The subconscious mind, or collective unconscious of the universal mind, tomorrow's events are in your subconscious mind. So are next week's and next month's. And they may be seen by a highly psychic or clairvoyant person. A lot of people actually have these abilities, and you can work on them. You can actually train yourself to have these abilities by staying in alpha brainwave states for a long periods of time while you are awake, not even closing your eyes. This is why the Selva method is so important, because it actually makes you access that brainwave state at any time by doing things like the 3-finger technique and whatnot. No disaster or tragedy can happen to you if you decide to pray. Nothing is predetermined or foreordained. Your mental attitude, i.e., the way you think, feel, and believe, determines your destiny. You can, through scientific prayer, which is explained in a previous chapter, mold, fashion, and create your own future. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Sleep in peace and wake in joy. To those who suffer from insomnia, you will find the following prayer very effective. Repeat it slowly, quietly, and lovingly prior to sleep. My toes are relaxed. My ankles are relaxed. My abdominal muscles are relaxed. My heart and lungs are relaxed. My hands and arms are relaxed. My neck is relaxed. My brain is relaxed. My face is relaxed. My eyes are relaxed. My whole mind and body are relaxed. I fully and freely give everyone, and I fully and freely forgive everyone, and I sincerely wish for them harmony, health, peace, and all the blessings of me. I am at peace. I am poised, serene, and calm. I rest in security and in peace. A great stillness steals over me, and a great calm quiets my whole being, as I realize the divine presence within me. Listen, I will give you something that can summarize the whole thing about insomnia. You can listen to my meditation on the channel. It's 30 minutes only, and it actually incorporates some of these techniques, like relaxing every part of your body. Then I will take you to the alpha brainwave state. From there, you can make two things. You can make your dreams come true by actually visualizing what you want feelingly, or you can make yourself go to sleep by simply unplugging your earphones or earbuds or whatever, or your headphones, and just sleep. This is so beneficial to anyone who's having trouble falling asleep or having trouble visualizing. So that's it for today's video. I hope you find it helpful. If you did, subscribe to the channel, like to reach more people. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you want to see next? And I will see you soon.